Pleased to be joined by Kelowna Rockets forward and New Jersey Devils prospect Max Graham. Max, congrats on the selection. I know you weren't in Vegas that day, but I want to take you back to it. How did you find out that you were drafted to the NHL, and what was your reaction?
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I was just kind of hanging around home, had the draft on in the background, wasn't really paying too much attention to it. I thought like if I had a chance to go, it'd probably be in some of the later rounds. So I was planning on tuning in a little more closely as the draft started to go on. But yeah, it was just kind of with my family in the living room, and someone saw my name pop up on the screen and kind of called it out, and we all looked up, and we were pretty shocked but really excited. And yeah, shortly after that, started getting quite a few texts and phone calls, and yeah, it was pretty busy that day, and it was definitely exciting, and was a dream come true.
When did you first hear from the organization after they called your name?
It probably took 5-10 minutes, and I got a call from um, one of the local scouts that I had talked to throughout the season, and then it was pretty quick. I had to get off the phone with him and get on with the lady that was in charge of the travel. I had to fly out that night actually, so was kind of busy getting the flights booked and talking to the scouts and talked to some of the higher up people in the hockey staff, and I was talking to my agent and my family, and yeah, it was pretty hectic, but yeah, it was definitely fun.
Have you ever packed so fast in your life?
I mean, maybe if I'm running behind at a road trip or something, I'd quickly pack up. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick. Like as soon as I got off the phone, I was upstairs and throwing stuff in my bag that I thought I might need, and was out heading to the airport and within a couple hours. So yeah, it was definitely pretty rushed.
And then what kind of things were you able to learn and take away from that first camp with the Devils?
Yeah, like going down to New Jersey, the camp was really good. We got to just kind of meet all the prospects and everyone that's kind of involved in the organization, and just to be able to meet all the staff. And I mean, it was overwhelming how many staff members they have. It's unreal that everyone's got a certain job. But yeah, to meet everyone there and kind of get familiar with the area and the rink and all that stuff, it was definitely fun. Um, like the New Jersey camp was only 3.5 or 4 days long, but like it was pretty jam packed all the days that I was down there. So it was definitely fun.
A lot of familiar faces with the WHL guys down there too, hey?
Yeah, there was a few. Like there's actually one guy who's also from Kelowna that was there, Jackson Van and he played in the Western League, and Tyler Brennan was there, and Josh Philman. So yeah, there's definitely guys that I had played against in the past and recognized. So that was nice to kind of have a familiar face when I'm going in there and everyone else is so new. So yeah, it was definitely nice to have a Western League connection there.
You talked about all the staff that was there for the Devils. What did you hear from them in terms of what they like about your game and what they want you to work on?
Yeah, I mean they just kind of touched on that they were excited to have me because just kind of the way that I have grown through the years in the Western League, kind of becoming a more of a solid two-way power forward that likes to hit, likes to get in the dirty areas, fight once in a while, and also has a little bit of skill that I can build off of as well. So yeah, I think they were just excited to have me, and they are looking forward to keep working with me and see where we can take it.
Yeah, you had one or two Pims in there, just a
I've
couple.
had a few, yeah.
When we look at those drafts, you've had to prove that there is a path forward if you're not selected in the WHL prospects draft, if you get passed over in the NHL draft twice. How do you reflect back on the whole process now?
Yeah, I mean, I think almost the biggest one was not getting picked into the Western League, the WHL Bantam draft, because back then you kind of think that's the only way to make it in the league. I thought when I saw my friends getting drafted and teammates and players I had played against my whole life, and I wasn't one of the players that got picked, I was pretty disappointed. I thought, well, I'll probably never play in that league after seeing how many players just got picked before me. But yeah, it's just kind of a thing where you got to keep working. Um, After the Bantam draft, I kept working and ended up making my way on to Everett when I was 16 in the bubble year, and that went well and just kept working. And then my 17-year-old year wasn't picked, kept working. 18-year-old year wasn't picked, kept working. And then this year, as a 19-year-old, stuff started to click a little bit more. I kind of found my style of game that I can really excel while playing, and yeah, was lucky enough to get picked. So it was definitely a good feeling.
You're coming off a career year, 20 goals. That's pretty great. I mean, when you talk about things starting to click for you, how do you describe your best style of game now?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I play my best, I'm just skating hard in on the dirty areas, in the corners in front of the net, and just trying to cause havoc, create space for myself and for my teammates, and just trying to get to the net and tap a few in.
At your team awards banquet as well, you were named the unsung hero for the Kelowna Rockets this year. What did it mean to you to be recognized that way?
Yeah, that was definitely nice to see that kind of all the hard work, and sometimes it's not the prettiest work and not putting up all the goals or points like some players do, but to be able to be recognized and be given an award um, from the Rockets, the staff that watch you play every practice, watch you play every game. It was definitely a good feeling, and was kind of reassuring that the way I play is still important to a team.
Now you have one more year of junior eligibility to make it count. What are some of the goals you've set for your last year?
Yeah, I think I just kind of want to build off of how I ended the season last year with the Rockets through playoffs and even the last little bit in the regular season there. Just keep trying to play to my identity, play to my strengths, and just let everything kind of fall into place and see what happens.
You talked about the end of last year. I think you were on the board for 6 straight games against Wenatchee. Kelowna makes it to the second round. What's it going to take for the group to make a deeper run this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm liking the look of our team so far. We've got lots of guys returning and just kind of feeling how it felt to be bounced in the second round. I think it's left a little bit of a lasting impact on our team, and I think we're gonna be hungry to make it past that second round this year. So yeah, I think we've got a real solid base to build off of. Obviously, it's a long regular season and anything can happen, but yeah, I think we've kind of got the tools in place. And I think if we play like how I know we can and how we all know we can, we should be setting ourselves up for a little bit of success this year.
Last one. I know you'll be graduated from the league in 2026, but Kelowna has announced it will be bidding to host the Memorial Cup when it comes back west. What would make Kelowna the best candidate to host the tournament?
Yeah, I mean, by the time the Memorial Cup rolls around and the sun's shining and it's warm outside, I don't think there's any spot in all of Canada better than Kelowna. I'm lucky that I get to live here all year round, but for the people that don't, it's an unreal spot in the city, right on the lake. Um, Prospera Place is the perfect location. Yeah, I mean, I can't really see a better spot for the Memorial Cup. I know it got shut down here in Kelowna when they were set to have it for 2020, but just even seeing leading up to that season how everything was starting to shape up, I think it was going to be an unreal tournament. So yeah, I'd love to see Kelowna get it back.
Well, thanks, Max. Congratulations again. Enjoy the rest of summer and good luck this season.
Thank you.